Okay, we're back. Welcome. This is Module 5. The ride has been nothing short of extraordinary. This one's all about servicing. And as we always do, pull out my favorite book in the whole wide world and go ahead and flip it to page 22 is really kind of taking a glance at it. It's almost like my opportunity to tell you what we're going to be telling you, show you what we're going to be showing you before we show it to you. So, and then 21, basically at a glance, what servicing is all about is traditionally it was about educating the guest on, home hair care, what you're doing, what you're using. You can see in a picture here, the guest is processing. So while we stay close to guests that are processing because our presence really assures them that there are blips on our radar and that we're not MIA, if you will. And while we're there, we teach them. But in the social digital service experience, we are beginning to, and I'm going to give you several examples, create our own short, simple, light videos that our guests can watch, that they're tutorials, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, that guests find to be interesting, and so that they remember what we're going to be teaching them, as well as there are some really subtle subliminal messages inside of those video tutorials where guests get curious about the products we're using. And get excited about rebooking. And a lot of times the social media masters that have been using this will say, I'm letting the videos that I'm doing do some of the heavy lifting for me. So we'll get more into that in a second. And again, I'm on page 21. Servicing is the third step of the wheel, and it's about educating the guests on home hair care using more video and more slides, like the Instagram highlights feature to do some of that. Now, and again, I'll give you some examples of that as we go along. Again, it's going to be building guest loyalty and motivating the guests to rebook and reserve before they leave. Now, here's the biggie. Service providers who are embracing this new social digital opportunity in the service part are enjoying much greater success by letting the videos that they create do the heavy lifting, as you'll see. Now we're gonna flip over to page 59, which is really taking the servicing component and going on a deep dive with it. I'm going to set my little book down here, and that we're going to be hanging around between page 59, and it's going to take us all the way to 65, those of you that use the book. So traditional servicing has always been the longest part of the appointment because our guests are processing, and so we have always have had a lot of opportunity to communicate with our guests as we stay close to them on times gone past. Basically, we're doing the same thing, but we're adding some of the social digital in our mobile devices to the party, if you will. We're bringing the guest to some of our pages. So traditionally, the servicing had involved educating guests on home hair care, reserving the next appointment. But as we continue to evolve, welcome to the new social digital servicing experience where we're offering guests the opportunity to watch very short video tutorials. And I'm going to be giving you a ride on this once we get done with this presentation, just so you actually see. There's a couple of Summit Masters that I want to actually bring you to their Instagram pages so you can see it in real motion. And as the guest is watching this, the point of any of the tutorials, they're sweet, they're short, they're simple, they're fun, but they're educating the guests on what you're doing, what you're using, creating vacuums and supporting product, and they're doing that as they're processing, rather than looking on their mobiles and going into their emails and texting, to give them that opportunity. Now, do all guests take you up on the opportunity? No, but there's a certain amount of guests that find this to be interesting. Sometimes we'll call it social digital home hair care. You're creating interest on what you're doing and what you're using, but you're using slideshows to make this happen. So I'm actually, my friend Ed Edgard Scissorhand, you can see I'm actually bringing you to this now, so you'll see it rather than looking at a boring PowerPoint. You can see what he's done. That's a finished look. Now watch, it's going to flip over and you're going to see the products that he used. His guests watch this, you guys. His guests watch this all the time. Here's another look. And as he's showing a beautiful look, here are the products that he's creating. And these are these videos are features on the Instagram highlight feature. So this is not rocket science. Isn't that brilliant? You want to see another one before we move on? My buddy Molly Lynch does this as well. There's Molly, and she actually, and again, these can be found. Can you see my fingers here on the highlight tutorials? She has one that says a tutorial where her guests can actually watch her do a flat brush demonstration. And as she's doing that, and this is what her guests would watch while the guest is processing on her color. So it's just beautiful how she's doing that. And then these slides probably, as I'm looking at them, it looks like, Molly's probably got 30, 40 slides that make up that presentation. And you can create these. And again, when the guest is done with their processing and you're taking down color, maybe you're shaping the hair, many times the guests are saying, first of all, that was really cool, Molly. That was really cool, Edgard. What were you using there, and how would that work for me? Or so there's many examples that I have. I wanted to give you enough to get you started. But the point of this is that you're teaching what you're doing, what you're using. You're using, this is inspiring the guest curiosity as they're watching this. You're grouping a collection of pictures that you've taken together to create the slideshow for your guest, and you're uploading it on Instagram's highlight, or you could do the same thing and upload it on your Facebook page as well, so that they can watch it while they're in the chair. I mean, we think it's extraordinary. You're creating the interest on what you're doing and what you're using slides. As you're creating these amazing slideshows, your guests have the opportunity to see the awesome pictures of a particular look. It's captions that describe the look. Inside that, products you're using, hello, right? Tools and techniques, and the products that they need to buy from you to replicate that at home. Again, it's a new, highly sustainable, unique, value-added experience. There's that word again. Emotional reactions in moments of time that you're giving your guests an opportunity to have as they're sitting, waiting on a 20, 25, 30, 35, 40-minute process. So I hope you're really getting the gist of this. This is one more example. Actually, I showed that on Edgard, and here was a caption that he put on that. Braids can be hard to do on yourself, but the right hair products will help with flyaways and prevent slippage. Isn't that brilliant? I mean, to me, that's retail merchandising on steroids to the 10th power, you guys. Unbelievable. So the power of these tutorials, when watching your videos, your guests are going to ask questions like, what was it that I saw you using? Ding, 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 or I should say, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. How would that work for me? Can I get my hair to look that way? Would that help my skin if you're an Esty? Could you do that to my nails if you're a nail artist? So if you're watching this and you're on another discipline, I don't want you to feel like a neglected stepchild. This works for you as well. The beauty of the social digital service is that guests are watching your work on their mobile. You're not putting iPads in their hands so that they're most comfortable on their mobile. You need to take them to your page. You need to take them to your video tutorial so that they can watch that. And they're doing that instead of texting or emailing or reading magazines. I mean, that's old. I mean, that's like, that's old. And for those of you that want to stay on the edge, this is where we're going. Innovating the social digital guest experience that promotes your work. This was wonderful about it because they're watching something created by you. So all of a sudden it's like, gee, in addition to being a hairdresser, a nail artist, an esthetician, a massage therapist, you're also a photographer. You're a videographer, and you're showing them that you're continuing to evolve. You're not stuck. You're not standing still. You're not growing old. You're younging down. Oh, I hope you heard that. If you've got, 5, 10, 15 years behind the chair with another 10 to 15 years of career in front of you. Using your social media pages as learning channels. I mean, that's what's really, really cool about what Ed has done here is that Molly and Ed are, when you go to their Instagram pages or Facebook pages, you're going, this is a learning channel. It's a learning channel that helps their guests to learn about what they're doing and what they're using and why the guests should get more involved with them. So welcome to social digital marketing. That's what it's all about, where you're using your pages as a learning channel to watch what you're doing and what you're using. You're bringing the social digital age into the guest handling experience. So that's in essence on what we're up to now. So we're at the very end. I want you to fast forward to page 112 because this is the call to action. And again, this section contains scripts and examples to help you to start to develop your own voice and to where you're comfortable. You're searching for phrases that you can use. So as you move into, I think it's 123, we have some intelligent verbiage for what you can say to your guest as they're getting ready to, they're on the front end of a 20-minute process. Some of my guests enjoy watching some of my how-to videos that I have. Is there a particular way that you would like to style your hair? I have one that would interest you. Would you like to take a peek at it? Or I have a library of them. Some of you, once you start doing this, you're going to go, oh, wow, this is major asset for me, so I'm going to continue to use it. So there you have it. It's just a quick little drive-by to get you started on the social digital servicing experience. So now we went through the bonding, the consulting, the servicing. Next up is a video module number 6 is all about finishing. And so I'm going to give you and me a chance to catch your breath, and I'll meet you in module 6. This is going great. I love it.